Yo, what is up guys? AMG here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day, boss. Essentially guys, I'm sorry that I took a little break from the channel. Just had a really busy weekend, but I'm here. I'm going to be uploading probably every day. So, we're going to start things off with a tier list video of all the troops in the game. I'm not going to be including the super troops, but all the normal troops like the dark troops and the other troops, the normal ones, are included. So hopefully I have them all. Let me know if I don't have all of them. I'm not including like the event troops either. So I don't know. This is about 20 something. Hopefully I got them all again. But yeah, let's start. Well, essentially, this is not biased, or I'm gonna try not to be biased. However, I'm going to be looking at how good these troops are at Town Hall 17, right? At the very high level town halls, let's say 16 and 17. How effective these troops are there. I know all of these troops are very valuable in their own right, in lower level town halls and stuff like that, but I am going to be looking at Town Hall 16 and 17 exclusively, okay? So please don't get mad about that. It's just like what I'm most familiar with and what I've like the most knowledge on with regards to these troops being meta in the game. So the S tier is gonna be reserved for like the top of the meta. A is gonna be for like good troops that get a lot of value in general. B is gonna be like an average card, like can be useful but maybe not the best. C is gonna be like a very niche, usually a niche troop that can get value, but usually you should stay away from it. And then D is gonna be like a never use, right? Just don't use them. And we're gonna start, I guess, at the very bottom. Let's go with the normal barbarian. Just not much to be said there, guys. You should probably go with the archers, if you're gonna use a one housing troop. The one housing troops are good for like luring out clan castles and maybe like cleaning up. But even then, I would probably use like a goblin to clean up. But although I am probably gonna put the goblin in D as well. Just not too useful. Not much to be said. Could be cool to clean up, but you guys got like super goblins as well. So I guess it's a matter of preference. I will go with archers in C tier. The reasoning is yeah, they could be helpful to clean up. It's just uh usually just don't waste your troops on this unless it's like you have a few troops that you have to throw in to like fully have a maxed army camp set up, right? Then I understand, but usually you want to stay away from these three troops. Just the I know they're classic troops, but in higher level town halls, you guys should not be using them in my opinion. Now let's keep going. Let's put the electro dragons at C as well. They can be good, but overall, guys, you don't see them at Town Hall 16 and 17. Obviously they're decent, right? But I'm gonna anger a few people in putting them this low, guys. But I'm telling you, there are much better options out there. I could maybe move this to the B for now, but you guys got better options for sure. So try staying away from the Electro Dragons. Like they may be very easy to use, but in the long run, if you want a lot of 3 stars, you should definitely try other armies out. Now we're gonna go with the P.E.K.K.A.s. We're gonna put the P.E.K.K.A.s at like a B tier as well. Overall, pretty solid troop. The reason why they're in B and not like a C is because of the siege barracks. The siege barracks, you guys see it a lot, right? Very common with root riders. It spawns 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, which help clean up and like create a funnel. So that's the reason why they're this high. They got a new level as well, which helps. So I'm gonna put them in the B tier. Next up, let's go with the wall breakers, the normal wall breakers. Let's put them in C. No one really uses them in higher level town halls, except for the super wall breakers. I will do a super troop tier list in the future, but the super wall breakers would probably be an S or A. But the normal ones just a little bit risky to use, die quite quickly. So I'm gonna put them in C tier. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's put the druids as well in like a C tier. honestly, they can still be quite useful, but with the nerfs they got, you should probably stay away from them and use the healers instead. I'm gonna put the healers at S tier. Very good for Warden charges, Archer Queen charges, stuff like that. Can't go wrong with them guys. They're very meta right now. Work very well with Root Riders. Let me know if you agree. Let's see. Let's put the normal giants at a low C tier. Guys, very probably the most niche troop out of all of these in the higher level town halls. You only see like pro players using them to like help tank for the royal champion when they're doing a charge. That's like the only time I see them being used. So overall, stay away from the giant, you guys. I know very decent at lower level town halls, but here just not great. And let's put the ice golem in A. Just this is like a general list on defense. The ice golem is like an S, right? But on offense, I would put him at a B. So like on average, he's like an A tier card. Just very solid on defense for freezing things up. The most popular troop. Also very solid on offense if you're like tanking for like your heroes and your army in general can get a lot of value there. Um, let's put the baby dragon in B as well. Very very solid for creating a funnel. Just not amazing though. Um, it can get its value, but it's still quite a niche troop. Let's keep going here. Let's put the golem at a low B as well. You don't really see the golem too much. He used to be very good at lower level town halls, but the golem guys is basically kind of similar to the ice golem, but it's 30 housing space. I see a lot of people when they're doing like warden charges or archer queen charges use a golem to help tank for your heroes, right? But other than that, you don't really see whole armies using golems. So that's why they're in low B. Now let's go with an S tier card. Let's go with the dragons, probably top of S right now. Very popular troop. Extremely meta with the Royal Champion charge, right? With the invisibility spell, Electro Boot charge. Um, like you see a lot of top players using all dragons. They're still very good, and they I don't know if they need a nerf, but they're very meta right now. However, what's even better right now are Root Riders. Root Riders, guys, if you haven't tried them, you should try them. Overall, people have been finding more consistency with them, I believe, than normal dragons. Although they're both very good troops, so it's a matter of preference what you guys use. I personally prefer dragons, although I used to use root riders and they were very good as well. So that's the reasoning for that. Now let's go put the dragon riders at like a low S, maybe a high A. I'll put them at low S right now. I personally use all dragon riders and have great success with them, guys. I'm telling you guys, give the dragon riders a try. You're gonna have a lot of fun with them. Um, so I may be a little bit biased with that, but they're also used in Hydra armies. Both dragons and dragon riders together are pretty decent as well. So try that troop out. Very solid. Now let's keep going. Let's put the minions at like a high. Let's put them above the baby dragon. Just a solid troop. Which helps clean up. You get pretty decent value. They do pretty good damage on offense. Very solid troop. Not much to be said. It gets its value. Let's keep going. Let's put the balloon at like a low A. Very solid troop. Used to be probably the best card in the game in the past, but right now you see people mostly only using all dragons or dragon riders on air. Although the balloons are helpful for like the rage clone combos at the cores of bases, or are also very useful sometimes on defense and to help tank for bombs and stuff. So I would say A tier is pretty good. Let's put him above the ice golem. Now let's keep going. Let's put the warden apprentice at S or A. Let's put him at low S. The reason why is he's very meta. Like if you're using root riders or electro titans, just increases their health by like 22%, which is massive. For 20 housing space, being able to do that is a lot. So he's gonna be at low S. Bowlers, let's put at like C tier. Just very niche card. Not too common. Doesn't really get much value. Super Bowlers as well, not amazing. So I'm gonna put him at C. Let's put the Lava Hound at B. Let's put him above the Electro Dragons. Honestly, Lava Hound guys may be a little bit better than the Electro Dragon, but fell off a lot. Used to be very good at lower level town halls, but in the top meta, you barely see it. Ice Hound, I would probably put at a low A. But I'm not doing like a Super Troop tier list. That's for the future, so stay tuned. But yeah, I believe like high A for or high B for Lava Hound is pretty solid. Let's keep going. Let's put the throwers at low A. I personally have never used the throwers. However, I gotta respect them for a lot of pros use them. A lot of people have good attacks with the throwers, so I gotta respect that. I can't tell you too much about how they work because I don't know. I personally never use them once again, but overall, I know they're pretty decent, and I gotta put them at low A at least. Let's put the headhunters at low A as well. A little bit niche, however, guys, they can really put in the value for you sometimes. I mean, they totally assassinate heroes for 6 housing space. Like, sometimes they get a lot of value for 6 housing space, and you gotta put them at A. Sometimes, they don't really fit in an army just because of the base setup. Sometimes they'll die before they can attack a hero. It just depends on the base, but sometimes the value they get is huge. So I gotta put them at low A. Now let's keep going. Let's put the Hog Riders at a high B. Just kind of fell off a bit. I know the Super Hog Rider is probably a little bit better. A lot of people are having success with them. Um, so I have to put them at high B at least. But just not very common. This is also a popularity contest for these troops. How popular they are. Like they can be good, but only if a few people know how to use them. You can't really rate them too high. They got to be easy to use and very good to be an A or S, in my opinion. But let's keep going. Let's put the Electro Titans at let's put them above the Ice Golems. Pretty solid guys, pretty solid troop. It's just overall, the Root Riders are like the ideal ground army. Electro Titan's very solid as well. It's just you got a better option. So yeah, they're still quite popular, quite good, but I think a high A is pretty solid. Maybe I could put it above the balloon, like tip top of A. Let's keep going. Valkyries, let's put right like below the healer here. Valks guys with the Root Riders, amazing. Very surprised that like a troop this low in housing space is at the top of S. However, guys, if you use Root Riders, you know just how good the Valkyries are. There's nothing much more to be said about them. But yeah, I have to respect it and put them up there. Next up, Yetis, a high A tier in my opinion. Maybe you could argue B. It kind of depends how you think about them, but they're meta in the way that with the super blimp, suicide super blimp in the cores of bases and the clones that people use on the Yetis. That is extremely good. That is extremely meta. You see it a lot. I'll see it once or twice a day when I get attacked. So very good for taking out cores of bases. In general though, how good they are in normal armies, maybe not too great, but I'm putting these troops in like the way they're used, like the Yetis have a niche use case, but they're very effective at what they do. So I have to put them at high A. Let's put the miners at a high A as well, above the Yetis maybe. Personally, guys, I don't know if it's clickbait or whatever, but I've been seeing a lot of people having success with miners because of the new Life Gem update, and I believe they got a new level as well. So I think miners may be creeping up into the meta. However, we will have to see for sure. Definitely, we'll have to see in the next few weeks what people use. But yeah. Now witch guys. I'm not a big fan of the witch. I'm gonna put the witch at a low B. Um Essentially the witch guys, what's very interesting about her is in top legends, she can be a very good troop defensively. with the skeletons that she spawns. I have a lot of trouble sometimes going against bases with witches in the clan castle because of all those skeletons that distract my minion prince and troops. So you got to be careful when you're going against a witch for sure. However, as a troop in general, not great. Very good at lower level town halls, but in 17 and up or 16 and up, very niche use case. I don't think I ever see them, to be honest. The reason why they're in B is because of their defensive value. So yeah, I think that's it. I tried to include every troop, but once again, I may have missed a few. So please let me know. I'll do like a little update, like I'll do a pinned comment with the rankings for the troops that I may have missed. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do you agree or disagree? Please like have a like if you disagree with me, be friendly in the comments. You know this channel is about positive vibes, so uh yeah, it's fine to disagree. Hopefully I didn't make any of you guys too mad. It's just this is my opinion once again with my experience at Town Hall 17 and what works and what doesn't. But yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Please enjoy your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.